In 2022, the MLB was unfortunately looking at another shortened season, just 1 year removed from an already shortened season during the COVID season in 2020. Now in 2022, it was frightening that they were going to have another shortened season due to the fact that the Players Association and Major League Baseball, their collective bargaining agreement had run out. So the Players Association and Major League Baseball needed to come to a new agreement, and we were getting close and into the spring training months of this season. Now, ultimately, they did decide and come to agreement on a new collective bargaining agreement between the Players Association and Major League Baseball. So we had a shortened spring training and then a regular 162 game regular season. Now, in this collective bargaining agreement, there was a little something that's a little don't ask, don't tell. And that's the fact that they are no longer testing players for performance-enhancing drugs like steroids or HGH. Now, there are many baseball fans who were already aware of this, but also some baseball fans, some happen to be my friends, who did not know this, did not know that the MLB, as far as this collective bargaining agreement goes, they are no longer testing for steroids. Now, what does that say? Well, okay, steroid era baseball is back. More home runs, harder hit balls, line drives, hits that would have been line drive doubles are now, have the possibility to go over the fence and be a home run. Now, Major League Baseball, we know how they love their home runs. When they juice the baseballs, they lower the seams on the baseballs, so the travel and the drag on the baseball, it goes a lot further, resulting in more home runs. This doesn't seem like a problem. I know it's not a problem for me, but when you still have situations like this, where you have umpires egregiously making fools of themselves with foreign substance checks. Now, if you're the MLB, and if you're going to agree, or whether it was the Players Association, if you're going to come into an agreement where we're no longer going to test for steroids on our superstar athletes, our baseball players, that's fine if you're going to do that. Steroid era baseball was probably the most fun era of baseball of all time. So this should be a good thing. But when you still have stupid, out-of-touch umpires doing shit like this, foreign substance checks, inning after inning after inning, and this situation here gets my blood fucking boiling. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at this. I'm going to have the sound off because we don't want to get copyrighted, but I'll talk through the situation, what's going on. So we have our Reds pitcher right here going through a foreign substance check, and we have our idiot umpire. So he is a right-handed pitcher, takes off his glove that's on his left hand and says, "Oh, your wedding ring." He says, "Oh, your wedding ring. Your rubber wedding ring." Underneath of his glove hand, "We're going to need you to take that off, son." He goes, "Really? What the fuck?" He goes, it's under my glove. It's under my glove." He goes, "Yeah, I'm just a stooge. I'm a fucking stooge. I don't really know what I'm doing. This is, my first year here. I'm not a married man myself, so I couldn't possibly understand. We're going to need you to take that wedding ring off." So let's take a look at what the pitcher does. Visibly frustrated. The next inning, the pitcher, you can see it right here. He puts his wedding ring around his necklace, which is, I respect the man for doing that and not just putting it in his ball bag and putting it around his necklace. But here's the thing. How many times have we seen pitchers take a ball that they're using, that they like, that might be a little dirty, and rub it on their jersey? They want to polish it off on their jersey. Well, now you have a ring there. So if you were so fucking worried about the wedding ring underneath of his glove hand, and he's going to put it on his necklace, wouldn't you be worried about rubbing the ball, polishing off the ball on your jersey, and possibly, creating scuffing up the ball? If that's what they were so worried about? Completely insane. And here's the thing. Another point. If Major League Baseball is going to be okay with their players being physically enhanced or not testing about it, don't ask, don't tell, essentially, I believe that these pitchers should be allowed to use foreign substance, whether it's pine tar, spider tack, or a method of their own choice, or a controlled substance. How about let's have MLB develop their own foreign substance apart from rosin, because pitchers are allowed to use rosin, but that's more of a drying, agent. Have Major League Baseball develop a standard foreign substance that they are okay with pitchers using, but they don't. They're not okay with it because we see these egregious inning after inning foreign substance checks. Let's take a look at another one. Shohei Ohtani, who is one of the more electric, likable, lovable players right now in the MLB. Everybody likes Shohei Ohtani. Here we go. After an inning, he believes that the umpire is going for a handshake. Maybe he's just trying to play it off because he's sick and tired of these foreign substance checks. So he's trying to play it off like maybe, you know what, I'll act like he's going to shake my hand because I'm so sick and tired of this. I'm so sick and tired of being checked every inning. So here we go. He goes to shake the umpire's hand, pats him. He goes, "Oh wait, what was that? Oh, you're not done? You want to check?" These pitchers are getting so sick and tired of this, and I would too. If you're letting major league hitters, and I'm sure some of these pitchers could possibly be on steroids as well too. Some of these pitchers could be on testosterone, but the testosterone, the steroids, is not going to increase their RPM by 800 like foreign substances could. And probably one of the most egregious of them all was earlier this year when Madison Bumgarner got out of the first inning, and this umpire intentionally provoked Madison Bumgarner and then tossed him out of the game. 100% confirmed, guaranteed. This umpire later apologized for it, that this was on the umpire. The umpire intentionally provoked Madison Bumgarner. And let's be honest here, Madison Bumgarner is probably one of the more heated, aggressive pitchers in Major League Baseball. He's had his fair share of time getting in arguments with Joe West and other umpires. He's very passionate about his work, Madison Bumgarner is. Let's take a look at this ridiculous clip. Look at the umpire. The umpire isn't even looking down at the hand. Madison Bumgarner's looking down at his hand, seeing what is this guy looking for. Look at the umpire. He is staring at Madison Bumgarner. Completely uncalled for. Madison Bumgarner's like, really? And then that's when Madison Bumgarner realized. He goes, "You're just fucking staring at me." He says, "You're just staring at me. You're not doing anything. You're massaging my hand and just staring at me, wanting a reaction from me," which is what he got. He got what he wanted. Called him a fucking pussy. Hey, fuck you. Bush leaguer. He's calling him a bush leaguer, is what I'm imagining. Madison Bumgarner red hot. Because he knows what the fuck just happened. He knows that he was intentionally targeted. Look at this. Here's a good angle. Look at that. Staring at Mad Bum. What is he even checking for? He's just provoking a reaction out of Madison Bumgarner. And the catcher knows it too. And that's when Mad Bum realizes it. He looks up. He realizes right there. He goes, "Motherfucker, you're just staring at me." So I say that if Rob Manfred and his group of stooges over at MLB headquarters are okay with not testing players for performance-enhancing drugs, for steroids, testosterone, HGH, you name it, then these pitchers should be allowed to use foreign substance. Manufacture a controlled foreign substance that you are okay with and supply it to these pitchers. If you're going to be okay, if you want home runs because you think home runs are so awesome, well, let me show you what else is awesome. San Francisco Giants against the Texas Rangers. I believe this is 2010 World Series. Brian Wilson. This is Game 5. Game 5, Brian Wilson, bottom of the ninth. Blows it right past Josh Hamilton. Vladimir Guerrero grounds out to short. Renteria to Aubrey Huff. 2 down. Nelson Cruz. Right past him. So Major League Baseball, where you're right is that steroid era baseball is fun. Home runs are fun, but also watching dominant alpha athletes, these pitchers who are out of their mind, insane, crazy good, that is also fun to watch. A no-hitter is fun to watch. A perfect game is the best thing that can happen at a ballpark. Let pitchers use foreign substance if you're going to let hitters use steroids. Anyways, that's my opinion. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Share this video with a friend who you think would enjoy it. Subscribe to this channel if you're new, and we'll talk to you again soon.